Take to the skies like Han Solo or Poe Dameron with intense dogfighting action in the new Star Wars Squadrons. Releasing on October 1st for Steam, Origin, PS4 and Xbox One, you'll be in the cockpit of some of the galaxy's best ships. Sam here from Fanatical, and today I will be taking you through the first Star Wars piloting experience since Jedi Starfighter's release in 2005. We'll be looking at the in-depth gameplay, story mode, multiplayer and much more in this video. But before we do, please remember to like this video if you enjoy it, comment your thoughts on the game and subscribe for more videos. Plus, if you pre-order the game on fanatical.com right now, you'll save money off and get a game for free. Right, now buckle up as we're about to jump to lightspeed. As a 5-person squadron, you will channel your inner Luke Skywalker and fly the X-Wing, as well as other ships from both the New Republic and Galactic Empire. Star Wars Squadrons takes us back to a nostalgia-filled time of the 1993 X-Wing game and 1998's Rogue Squadron 3D. The classic dogfighting game places you in the cockpit with first-person spaceship action. The game is full of depth like no Star Wars game before, as you will be put in charge of the power management for the ultimate starship experience. You'll have to swap between engines, shields, boosting and many more to get the best out of your ship, and to succeed in battle. All of the instrumentation needed to succeed as the galaxy's greatest pilot, after Han Solo of course, will be displayed in the cockpit user interface. This includes the laser charge, sensors and combat display. All of this is designed with the classic Star Wars feel, by taking inspiration from the industrial light and magic props used in the original trilogy. You won't be piloting just one type of ship, as you can get in the hot seat of the deadly TIE Interceptor used during the Battle of Endor, but don't mention that to the Imperial colleagues. As well as the Interceptor, you'll also be able to jump into the legendary Republic Y-Wing and many more ships. In total, there are 8 ships in 4 classes to master. Your team can be made up of a mixture of these classes for maximum effectiveness during battle. Fighters are fast and flexible. They're able to handle any situation that you might find yourself in. Also, the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter are probably the most iconic vehicles in Star Wars, behind the Millennium Falcon, which you won't be able to take out for a spin unfortunately. The Interceptor class is all about speed and manoeuvrability. This class makes it ideal for those aggressive players eager to hunt down others. Speaking of aggressive, the bombers may be slower, but they deal high damage. If you want to go full on assault, then the bomber class will allow you to do this. Or maybe you want to help your regiment by being a support ship. Their primary aim is to keep allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters with a mixture of lethal and non-lethal weapons. Choosing different ship classes gives your squadron different ways to play. You can choose to assault the enemy with speed, take on a stealthy approach, or go full out with high impact bombardment. In Squadrons, you won't just be picking ships, you can also customise your character and your ship too. Electronic Arts is going all out with lots of customisation, and these will be cosmetic and gameplay oriented. However, don't worry about any pesky microtransactions, as these can all be unlocked through gameplay. Starting off with the cosmetics, you can choose your ship's colourway, as well as interior items like a bobblehead that sits on your cockpit. I want the Chewbacca one, he's the best co-pilot after all. These will be unlocked through glory points, and also allows you to customise your character with an option of different heads, such as human, Twi'lek and many others. And it doesn't stop there, as you'll be able to suit up in different flight suit designs, as well as choosing from additional helmets and voice styles. All of these cosmetic changes will apply to both single and multiplayer, but more on these later. Now, let's get into our ship's components. These are the upgrades that influence gameplay with up to 7 component slots. Each slot is either passive or active, with active being the likes of your primary weapons, 2 auxiliary slots and countermeasures. A lot of these are self-explanatory, with your primary weapon determining your rate of fire, damage and cooling time. Auxiliary slots add in secondary abilities that are non-duplicatable, such as tractor beams, repair devices and bombs. There are also countermeasures that are used to stop your enemies from causing damage to your ship. These include stopping lock-ons for seeker missiles. Your passive component slots is your hull, shields, though not every ship has a shield, and your engine. These will make you quicker but much more power consuming, or with greater protection, though it will be about balancing everything out so you're not consuming power too heavily and leaving yourself as an easy target. Squadrons will take place after the Battle of Endor, which saw the rebellion blow up the second Death Star and defeat the sinister Emperor Palpatine, all with the help of some cuddly Ewoks. Oh, just look at them, adorable. Anyway, centering around 2 fighter squadrons on opposing sides, the New Republic's Vanguard Squadron and the Galactic Empire's Titan Squadron will help shape the balance of power in the galaxy that is in complete turmoil. We don't know the full plot as of yet, but part of the story deals with the New Republic's Project Starhawk, which the Empire has gotten wind of, sending spies to deal with it. What we do know though is that as you progress, the difficulty of the game will increase. Within the game, you will visit 6 locations that have more than just enemy ships causing danger to your crew. Of these 6, 4 locations are totally new to the Star Wars universe, and we're sure that will be full of interesting post-Return of the Jedi lore. You will be fighting around Yavin Prime. Now, this planet may sound familiar, and it should. It's the planet where the moon of Yavin 4 circles. Yavin 4, of course, was the home of the rebel base we saw in A New Hope. We're also getting a first look at Nadiri dockyards. This starship manufacturing facility was previously only mentioned in the Aftermath Life Debt book, and contains a lot of asteroids to navigate between. Don't tell me the odds though, I'm a skilled pilot. As for the totally new locations, you have an icy Imperial controlled SLs, which acts as a listening post for the Empire. There's also the Imperial ship graveyard Sisabu, with the debris providing a threat to any pilot that dares to fly in its sky. Then there's Galitan, which provides a unique threat that isn't just about avoiding enemy fire, but also the turbulent forces within the Ringula Nebula. These forces ripped apart a moon that now floats as molten pieces in the atmosphere. If more danger is your thing, then look no further than the Zavian Abyss. Electrically charged asteroids from a surrounding maelstrom are a pilot's nightmare. Expect low control and high danger during the flights around this location. As well as a 5 squadron single player, the multiplayer pits you in the middle of a 5v5 battle. These will be available with crossplay if your friends are on different consoles to yourself. With a multiplayer, there are 2 confirmed game modes at this time. Dogfight are simple elimination matches, where you have to rack up the most kills to win. Fleet battles, however, are longer multi-stage conflicts against other players. You start by having a dogfight in the centre of the match, then depending on the result you attack or defend 2 capital ships. Then defend or destroy the flagship. The winner is determined by the fate of the flagship. These can also be played with your friends against the AI if you prefer. For the VR lovers amongst us, this may be the most immersive dogfighting game you have played so far. The entire game is playable in VR with a PC version, also fully supporting the joystick, as well as hands-on throttle and stick rigs. If you've been considering buying a rig, now is the perfect time to do so. Thanks for watching our Star Wars Squadrons preview. Are you going to be picking up the game? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Be with you, may the Force.